Hi guys. Okay, so I am here to talk to you guys about the endocannabinoid system and how the endocannabinoid system and cannabinoid oil, aka CBD, kind of go hand in hand together, because I'm sure that you hear people talk about the endocannabinoid system a lot and you have no idea what they're talking about. So when talking about is cannabis effective and how does it work in the human body, we have to start with the endocannabinoid system. You can also call it the ECS for short, because obviously that's a very long word. But the endocannabinoid system is basically, it's an essential system inside of our bodies and also animals. So all mammals have the endocannabinoid system. It's primarily in the nervous system, which is a network of nerve cells that transmit impulses throughout your body. It's in the limbic system, which is the nerves and networks in your brain that basically control instinct and mood, like basic emotions and also your drive. And in our immune system, obviously you kind of know what that is, but it's basically your body's defense against infectious organisms. So that is kind of where the endocannabinoid system mainly lives. But basically it regulates and creates homeostasis and balance throughout your body. So the ECS, the endocannabinoid system, functions help our body eat, sleep, relax, and protect ourselves. Also pain is in there, but we'll talk about that kind of later. The endocannabinoid system was actually discovered in the 1970s with massive amounts of research being done since then, but it's still taking the institutional medical system a while to start. That's probably why you haven't heard much about it. So they're now digging further into how the system works and the importance of the relation and treating illnesses and diseases and how to treat the causes as well to find out where they're coming from. But you guys, so now finally medical associations like the Mayo Clinic, AMA, the American Medical Association, Kaiser Permanente, there's more out there. They're discovering how the ECS plays a role in our bodies and the potential of cannabis to act with that system. So basically it's only a matter of time when the endocannabinoid system is going to be in the textbook. So you will know more about it, but for now, here you go. So it's kind of nuts that the ECS is just now being researched, because it was discovered because it's actually one of the oldest regulatory systems in our bodies. So it's been around for like millions of years, hasn't changed or evolved much since then, aka the evolutionary conservation is big. So it's keeping us healthy and happy throughout our entire lives. So basically think of the ECS as a lock and key system. So the cell receptors act as locks and the cannabinoids act as a key. So THC, which is the CB1 receptor, and CBD, which is a CB2 receptor, they bind with receptors which in turn regulate the body. So our bodies actually produce cannabinoids all the time. It's actually also in our breast milk. So when you're nursing your babies, just fun fact, you're giving your baby cannabinoids, which is good. It is also in plants as well. Obviously we know that from cannabis, but it's also in other plants as well. So the endo, which is internal cannabinoids, help address imbalances like inflammation, nerve dysfunction, and unhealthy cell growth. Then plants produce phytocannabinoids that act as the keys to the lock. So obviously most predominant in THC and CBD. But this brings us basically to CBD and why we use it to help balance homeostasis, as well as sleep, pain, depression, ADHD. There's so many things, you guys, that it can help with. So with that being said, though, you need to remember that everyone's ECS is completely different. Like everyone's body is different. We're not all the same. That's the beauty of being human. So each person is going to have a unique treatment. You're not going to be the same as your neighbor. So if, say I take CBD and I need to take 20 drops twice a day, you may not need the same thing. You might need 5 drops or 30 drops or whatever the case may be. Everybody's different. So the cannabinoid or the cannabis plant is also a very diverse plant, and it can also vary effects on the body as well. So that's why there's different strains, why you hear people talk about what you use certain things for. So like sativa, indica, and hybrids. Normally with CBD strains is going to be a sativa, just for the record. Another reason to pay attention to your CBD you want to pay attention to what it's doing. So you want to keep track of what works versus what doesn't work. Some people may, again, need very little, and some people may need much more. So it's just trial and error, you guys. So this is just, like I said, I'm just basically doing this on the endocannabinoid system. I'll go more into what CBD is later. But I hope this cleared some stuff up for you. So now when people talk about the ECS or the endocannabinoid system, you kind of know what I'm talking about. So I look forward to talking to you guys again. Thank you and have a good day.